All right, let's see what's in the background. Guitars, because I'm a musician and other instruments and stuff. But I'm a traveler, and I did a video on some of my bags, and I wanted to do another video because we're now in 2026. I want to share some of my travel bags that I like to travel with. Some of them I had for years, and some of them work great. Others have been retired because they didn't really fit my need or my niche. I've talked to you guys before about the Tumis and stuff like that. So anyway, I want to pick it up. Let's just start with one of my first, what you call them, waist bags. I was told them you don't call them the other word in Great Britain because that means something else. So this is one of my first waist bags I've got. I love the natural leather look. Now I got this in Brazil, and it's had its best days of wear and tear. So that was one of my first waist bags. And then from there, I mean, I've used that for years. Now, recently, my latest waist bag I got, so this is the Osprey, and I did a video on this, which you can find, should be in the description below. This is my Osprey waist bag. It's a lot bigger and a lot more versatile, carries a whole lot more stuff. And this was a really, really good price. Still Genius got some money in there for my last trip. So we'll just toss that off to the side here. This is one of my first backpacks that I did a lot of travel with. Again, this is a natural leather. I like that theme. I traveled with this one for a number of years. I bought this off the streets in Brazil. I forgot exactly how much it was, but it wasn't a lot. I brought it here and I had some of the zippers, had them install larger zippers that were a little bit more hefty. This is one of, Amazon special, good backpack. But before there, in between there, after the canvas guy, the big boy, this was the Tumi. Great backpack. Somebody asked about the zippers. I don't know if you can see. I've had it for a number of years, and they asked if the paint was coming off the zippers at all. And I don't know if you can see that in there, but yeah, the paint's there. This is not a cheap bag, and at the time, Tumi gave an excellent warranty. So this is not a cheap bag. Great construction. I love it. I love the Tumi swag walking through the airport because now I got a Tumi, which means either I had money to spend or I'm broke walking through the airport. But yeah, so this is my Tumi, and I still like it a lot. It's just, with my travels being the way they have been and growing the way they're going to grow, it wasn't big enough. So from there, recently, I went Osprey. The Osprey doesn't quite give you the Tumi swag, but it gives you expansion, and it opens kind of in the clamshell configuration where I can put stuff down in here, and I can get about maybe three packing cubes in here, and it expands. It's got all the bells and the whistles and the whatnots on here. A very light pack, carries about 3 times as much as the Tumi. It's a good backpack. Enjoyed it much, and I've loaned that one out to my son to take with him on his travels. Got some range stuff in here. This is one of my day, I guess you could call slings that I use. I have another sling that's all leather that I use as well. But this has carried me quite a ways. This is another Amazon special. Great little bag. So at the same time that I got the first natural leather one, I also carried that with this guy, which is another Tumi. This one is it's a vintage Tumi. They don't make this anymore. This was called saddle leather. It's a legitimate Tumi, and there, as you can see, the Tumi zippers, and you can still kind of find these guys online. And I like the worn leather look. I have no problems with that. I really enjoy it, and I've carried this all over the world, and I still carry it. Except now I'm at an age where I would almost prefer Pullmans because I don't like carrying a bunch of stuff on my shoulders. But I still, if I have a short trip, overnight trip, I'll grab this puppy and just throw a few things in here and roll. So this is the infamous Mono, and I got this a little while ago. It's expandable. It expands this way, as in it flaps forward, but it doesn't accordion out in that sense. But this is supposed to be a really good bag. Now, that said, the last trip to Europe, look what happened. One zipper. Now, they're supposed to have a great warranty. I contacted them. Zipper broke. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. I still have not heard from him, and that was about 3 or 4 months ago. I'm going to send him another message about this one, and it's kind of been sitting off to the side. But since then, I moved on. You can say I moved up, and that's when I started with the Briggs and Riley. And this is a bag that I like a lot. It's expandable. It's a little heavy, but it's got a nice appeal to it. You've got a place back here to put your chargers and stuff. Your luggage tag sits in there. Nice bag. It's been on a few trips. You can see a couple scars on it, but it's a swivel carry. I like it a lot. This is pretty much my main bag, and if I need an extra bag or I need to loan a bag, I loan them the Mono, especially since Mono has not contacted me for repairs. Now, on the bigger side, if I need to check, we go right back to Tumi. And this, again, oh boy, it's a bigger one. I don't know if you can see that. That is a, I don't know how many inches. It stands at probably about 3 feet maybe. It's a Tumi, and it's an older Tumi bag. I've had this bag for a number of years. It's been all over the world with me. It's a Pullman duffel bag. And again, about the zippers, this bag is checked. Everywhere I go, I have to check this bag. The zippers, not losing any color. Maybe a little bit, but this bag is really, really old. They don't make this anymore. Some of the feet are kind of wear and show a little wear and tear, but zippers have never failed. It's never fallen apart on me or anything like that. And that's something to consider. If you do want to go Tumi, if you want to do that Tumi swag, you can easily find used Tumi, and you can still have not only the Tumi swag, but the Tumi quality. And so that's a bag that I'll always keep. I've had bigger Tumis and other Tumis, satchels and whatnot. I've kept them for a while, and then I released them to go give someone else the joy of being a Tumi owner. Now, before we go, one thing I learned was when I land someplace, the backpack that I carry all my stuff in, if I want to go out on the town, I want to do some shopping, and I don't want to carry whatever kind of backpack with me, was to get a day pack or a day packable backpack. And I started off with this one, and this one was it was the Mystery Ranch. And I want to unpack it. It's a good backpack, a little backpack, nice backpack. Used it well. I don't go anywhere. Didn't go anywhere without it. However, I found this guy. Osprey, I'm really liking Osprey. So this compared to this. And this one won't go any smaller that way, it won't go any smaller that way. But this one, literally, I can smash it in my hand, and it's as big as this one and way less than half the size. So this is a little Osprey self-pack backpack, and it's got a little belt clip on here, and I'll unpack this one. And you pull the strap here, and literally, this will fit in my front pocket on my little hoodies, and it packs out. And I even carry it sometimes locally for a shopping bag. Just go to the grocery store and stuff all my stuff here, or either put my coats in here. Goes with me on trips to Disneyland now or wherever. But this is my new always carry. Now, where I am in my stage of life and travel, I want light. I need to be right-sized. So I'm not downsizing. That's a new term that I'm using. It's the right size, not downsized. I want to use gear that is fitting for me, that is not going to pull me down or wear me down. As we age, we have to take care of our bodies, and that's very important as I'm packing this guy away. And it's voila, I guess is the correct way to say that. It is pretty much packed. One more squeeze. I want to do things that's going to help the longevity of my, there it is, life and limits back together. I see guys going through the airport. I see videos where people say, "Yeah, I'm doing one bag travel," and they have like this huge backpack that's literally the size of a Pullman, one on their back and one on the front. And generally, what I'm thinking is, how long how long are you going to want to walk around with all that stuff pulling, one thing pulling on your back this way and one pulling on you this way? That's not healthy. So I am all about taking care of my body the best I can, staying in good health, especially as you age, because you start getting older, things start to wear out. They don't like all that. So to me, it's lighter's better, efficient is better, and do the best with what you have and try to make it last. Yeah, there was a little bit of review of the bags, that some of the bags that I've used in the past and the bags that I will be using throughout this year's travel. I don't think I'll add anything. Even the case, my last trip to Japan, I took my Pullman and I put my big Tumi duffel, and I put literally another Pullman bag inside of that one, just in case I needed another bag. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe and follow some of the videos. Hopefully they're fun and they're intriguing videos. And remember, make the best of your life you can. Life is like a roll. Closer you get to the end, the faster it goes. So make every sheet count. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.